What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are taking a look at the Bitcoin price on the daily. We're taking a look at the VPVR, and you can see there are three peaks here on the VPVR. And VPVR is basically most of the body. What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are taking a look at the Bitcoin price on the daily with the VPVR today. The VPVR here has nice three peaks, as you can see. This is where the most volume has been traded at those price levels, right? So we can see here this huge mountain of volume in between the $30,000 and $40,000 range, meaning that this is going to be a huge support to break to the downside. We can also see a nice decent mountain here of volume profile in between the $53,000 and the $60,000. Once we break $60,000, this means it's going to be very easy to continue to the upside and break all-time highs, because there's no volume above us and we can go into price discovery, going to multiple percentage to the upside. Now I'm going to explain what do I think is going to happen in the immediate short term and in the mid long term. Remember, I'm only a little bit bearish in the immediate short term, okay? Let me say this again, I'm only bearish in the short term. I'm in an extreme bull in the mid long term. We're going to take a look at the price levels here on the Bitcoin price. Check out the 1 hourly, the 15-minute to see what is going on, okay? Because we did break out from this descending wedge, okay, or no, sorry, this descending channel, and broke to the upside, and now we're getting a bounce here on the resistance turning into support. I do believe so. A little bit of more pumpy action is very possible, all depending on the volume, guys. You know the deal. So let's crack on. In this episode, we're going to take a quick look at Ethereum here also, because I do see us holding by a thread from this support of these higher lows. What is going to happen here with Ethereum, all depending on what Bitcoin does. So make sure to get your cup of tea. Let's dive in straight into the content. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoin Census. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, because I do daily TA on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and I also do live streams to connect with the community. I haven't been doing much live streams at the moment. I've been a little busy, but I'll be doing a lot of live streams very soon, guys. Make sure to subscribe. And I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything that I see. If you do so, do your own research. Let's dive in, guys. Remember, we've got a Telegram group down below, a community channel. You can speak to me and to the rest of the community. We've got an alerts channel, so you're notified with some different news, technical analysis, and also the YouTube videos, okay? So let's dive in here straight onto the Bitcoin price, because guys, what I can see here with the VPVR, a long time I didn't get the VPVR. I don't use too much indicators. VPVR is pretty good because you can see, you know, where the wall of money is, okay? You want to know where there's a huge wall of money above you and below you, so where you could potentially bounce, all right? So as you can see here on the daily chart, checking out the VPVR, all right, if we just get a box here from the top of this mountain, which is round about the $52,000, where the mountain ends, to the lower part, which is round about the $52,000. Now, this is more or less the area where we are bouncing, okay, for the Bitcoin price, okay? As you can see, when I zoom in, the Bitcoin price, you know, has been in between this range all the way since the 13th of August, approximately, you know, in between this range. We didn't manage to pierce, okay, the $53,000, which is just the very end of this mountain, and we didn't manage to go below it, okay, which is the $52,000 range. Now, in my opinion, it is going to be easier to break this major mountain of volume, which is in between $53,000 and $60,000, which is a major resistance zone, then this one right over here, which is the $40,000 to the $30,000 range. This is most of this has been an accumulation, okay, movement on by trading. Also, a lot of long orders, a lot of buying pressure. We got a reaccumulation there, and an accumulation here right over here in between the $30,000 and $40,000. This is why we've got this huge amount of volume. So I do believe so that this is going to be a major support zone if we do come down to those levels. Now, I haven't changed my strategy. I haven't changed my way on how I see the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term. You know the deal. I have seen this very similar scenario weeks ago, before we even broke the support of this ascending channel. I was saying on my channel we were going to have a pump. It was very likely. I didn't say it was going to happen. It was very likely that we were going to have a pump and then a potential dump after retesting the resistance. We exactly made this. Now, what I think is also going to happen, I'm sticking still with my prediction, is something very similar to this scenario. I said this yesterday. I'm not going to go over it again. So let's quickly just zoom in, and with the volume profile, I'm going to tell you that this $40,000 major barrier is going to hold, in my opinion, very, very well. This doesn't mean that we are not going to wick down below $40,000. Be very, very careful with this, because there is a lot of volatility. Remember, a lot of people thinking that $30,000 was going to be the low, and you do have volatility hitting the $29,000, $28,000. This also means that we could go below 40,000, going to the 39, 38, or even $36,000. All right, where the most volume here on the volume profile is around about the $35,000, $36,000. Okay, so this is what I expect would happen. The worst case scenario, getting major bounces around that range. Now we also know that we do have a major resistance. Okay. Why do I put this? Why am I showing you this, guys? Because if the Bitcoin price does go down to those levels, we need to find out where we're going to stop, okay, to potentially place some swing trades to the long side. All right, this is what I'm expecting. This is going to be my strategy. We know that we did have a major resistance just above the 40,000, 40,500 to be more exact. Okay, a huge resistance. Now this, in my opinion, will turn into a very strong support. Then we could have a little bit of volatility below the $40,000, but it should be holding very nicely, because the huge amount of resistance it was and the huge amount of volume that there has been, okay, as you can see here on the volume profile. So let's take a quick analysis here on the 1 hourly chart, because yesterday we were talking about this descending channel that already kind of hasn't met the target just yet. We are bouncing in between the resistance here from this channel, turning it into support. I believe so that we should be bouncing and continuing a little bit more to the upside, potentially going above the $49,000. I am still, expecting this. I'm bearish in the short term, but I don't think we're going to fall straight from here. I was shorting a little bit from there. I did close out a small loss because I did see, a little bit of pumpy action, a little bit of tricky action here in the immediate short term that will happen during the weekend. Now we did hit just the $48,800. What can we see here if I go to the 30-minute, just quick analysis, guys, and show you potential targets that we could hit to the upside. Remember, there's no volume at all. I mean, I don't like this at all during the weekend. There's absolutely no volume, but here it does look like that we have formed a kind of descending, broadening wedge, okay, in the immediate short term, and we're just about, we're not hitting resistance just yet, but this has broken to the upside very nicely. This is a bullish pattern. So what can we expect right here? Now, yesterday we were talking about this potential scenario, this being a major leg up, and this being a bull flag and already breaking out. Okay, if this were to be a bull flag, you get the pull here inside of the bull flag, and from the breakout, this could actually take us above the $51,000. I think we could go very close to that in the next coming days, okay? Maybe 1 day or 2 days. I'm going to be, all depending on Monday, tomorrow, how the market is going to react. If we start pumping with low volume, I'm going to be very bearish. I'm going to be ready potentially to place short position. I don't usually short Bitcoin, but I'm pretty confident with this huge drop. The volume very low. I might be starting a short position, and I'll tell you when, guys. So I think a little bit of more pumpy action is very possible. Now, as you can see, the major target from this potential bull flag is all the way to the $41,000 range. Now, if we take this also as a potential, pull with a bull flag here, pennant, you would say, with this descending broadening wedge from the breakout, we could go above the 49,000, hitting more around about the 49,500. Now, I'm going to be very cautious with this range, because you know the deal, taking the Fibonacci extension, this Fibonacci retracement tool. This is the moment where it looks like the price may be exhausted. We've broken a major trend, the deal, guys, that I think we are going to start pumping to this range, and the price action is going to start getting exhausted before we have a major drop. Okay, I've seen this before. I've seen these type of movements, and the most likely scenario is not getting a V-shaped recovery from this moment. Most likely scenario is doing the kind of ABC correction, choppy action, and then then start dropping to the downside. All depending on the volume, okay? And this could change, all right, in the immediate short term. If we suddenly see a massive spike here, a green candle smashing the $52,000, okay, with a huge amount of volume, then I'm going to say, guys, the bulls are here. They want to fight it. They might be winning this huge amount of volume here to the downside and breaking, you know, the major uptrend structure, and we want to continue to the upside. Remember, guys, for experienced trader PrimeXBT, you get 50% added to your deposit by using Bitcoin Senses 50 as the promotion code and my link in the description. I got a full tutorial down below on how to use PrimeXBT, and also Bybit is for my swing trading because they are slightly cheaper. Okay, if I want to hold a position for several weeks, I use Bybit. You can get $600 up to $600 by using my link in the description. So nothing has changed just too much, guys. This is just something I am looking here in the immediate short term. I do expect maybe the price of BTC still pumping, but not with too much power, okay, and volume. So my major target now would be around about the $49,500, okay, because of this kind of price action retracement. I think, you know, we might be getting exhausted here with the price action until we finally roll over, all depending on the volume, as I said. Now let's take a quick look at Ethereum, guys, because Ethereum, we've been talking about this scenario now for quite a few days. I see this major uptrend with these higher lows, as you can see, getting a little bit exhausted. The price action is getting a little exhausted, okay? We need to see suddenly a massive spike here. I think it's potentially unlikely, in my opinion, all depending on what Bitcoin does, because if Bitcoin does fall back down to the $43,000 range, then eventually I do see Ethereum finally breaking this major support and then hitting my ultimate bottom support, which is in between 2,800 and 2,900, which would be the major support range where I am expecting a lot of choppy action here and consolidation before here we actually start pumping, okay? So this is my take. Nothing has changed just too much. Tomorrow is going to be pretty exciting. I think we're going to be seeing exciting movements. Monday, the markets are open. Traders are back. And then here's where we're going to see some pretty good action for BTC and some cryptocurrencies. Now, remember here for Ethereum, the major resistance is the 3,650. Okay, it's a major support and resistance right now. If we do manage to break this major resistance, then I'm going to be pretty bullish. I do see this as a V-shaped recovery. But all depending on BTC, guys. This is why I'm not checking out too much altcoins, because most of the eyes are on BTC right now. If BTC does have that major drop, altcoins are gonna drop very far. Guys, make sure to check out the Bitcoin Sensors website if you haven't checked it out. We've got the latest technical analysis and news here, so totally free information. The link is down below in the description. If you haven't seen my tutorial for Bybit and PrimeXBT video there, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.